Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
what?
talk about this laundromat robbery from last night. Somebody can expand on this if you were there. I went off duty, and then the next 2 hours, this laundromat robbery ensued. We're going to talk about this. These are the
Oh no.
spike strips from hell that were surrounding Taco Prince. Obviously, this is not something that we want to do. Okay. You don't want to have a situation where Taco is like this and then you have a V formation of the strips. If y'all ever do this, make sure it's shaped in a W, not a V. Okay. However, what's even more appropriate would be if you gave about 5 feet of room, if you wanted to set up barriers or spikes or anything like that. You want to give about 5 feet of room, frontwards and backwards, roughly, so that there's a little bit of a radius there. The obvious reason for this is if the suspect happens to, fall over or something happens, then they don't fall off they don't fall into the spikes and get themselves more hurt.
God,
okay?
dude.
That's the reason.
They got the
behind why you
spikes,
wanna give them
bro.
a little bit of space. Now, of course, I believe I was told this is something that American hero Lenny Hawk did and had this set up. He was being condemned for it, and then immediately after the condemnation, Gene Paul ran by and smoked 2 officers on his motorcycle, but then also proceeded to get spiked, and then he was caught.
He was caught because he got spiked.
So,
as he was getting condemned for
make
it.
sure you don't do this.
Did you say he ran over officers on his bike?
I think he using his motorcycle, he I think struck them. I can't remember.
He struck him with a crowbar by the sounds of it, if I remember
yeah, it was a
correctly
crowbar
from what they
wrench or
said last
something like
night.
that.
So he drove into the scene on a motorcycle and started swinging wildly and hitting officers.
Right. However, because of the spikes, his bike ended up getting spiked, and then he was brought into custody, so it all worked out. So just make sure you do this the right way.
Nice.
Viv.
Yeah, can I just talk about scene control real quick? If you've got a situation like that, don't leave him out in the open. Get him against a wall or some shit. It makes it less easy for people to just drive through, like I guess they did here, because they can't drive into a wall. Another thing that you can do is kind of place your vehicles strategically to make a perimeter, so that if someone does come crashing through, there's something that'll have to slow them down a little bit before they get to you,
Yeah,
and then also be stationed with spikes. But don't have them out in the open like that, because that's crazy. Put them against a wall.
I don't think it worked though, right? Spikes worked, or are you talking about the suspect?
Oh, the spikes worked.
The spikes worked. But
Hey, W spikes, man. They made the spikes work.
Is they shouldn't be like that anyway, right?
Gotcha. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could spike them as they're circling or coming at you, but not like that.
Yeah. You just want to give them more space. I talked to Captain Slacks about it last night. I mean, it's not unreasonable to do so because, and not in every situation, but Lenny was describing it as it was like he was a piece of meat being surrounded by daggum vultures circling him. There was like 3 cars just circling. They were like ready to pounce on him. So it's like, okay, well, at a certain point, yeah, I mean, at a certain point, it's like, look, you gotta find out. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're trying to do some bullshit,
Get around, find out, maybe.
You gotta do something. So, however, this is not the proper method. Like Viv was saying herself, and really that was leading to my next point is scene control. Just like she said, you can move them. I think there's a little bit of discussion that's come out of this is, can I move a guy? Can I not move a guy?
Oh,
You absolutely can move a guy. I know people keep talking about, well, I've heard a couple people bring up Denzel, and Denzel was dapped for it, but it's
no, Denzel got dapped for moving a guy.
But some of the confusion, I guess, comes from that. Maybe, I don't know.
What?
So,
bro,
you can move a guy.
Denzel, man, like
it's
he
always
is
okay
just
to
so
move a suspect to
just like the
and
Denzel action points, man. He's the D. He's the D in DAP, man.
Can provide you with better scene control. So Viv hit the nail on the head with that one.
He's literally the D in DAP, man. Poor guy.
I have 2 questions. One, you said instead of a V formation, we should use a W.
Well, no, you shouldn't do that either. But I'm saying if you're gonna do this, you might as well make it into a W. But you shouldn't be doing this.
Ergonomics.
Yeah, mostly ergonomics.
That is so compliant.
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, it's so compliant.